So in continuing our notes here, we're thinking about quadrilaterals, right? They have four sides. So when classifying or grouping up or making statements about certain quadrilaterals, you need to look at how many sides are, how many sides are parallel, right? So how many pairs, if any, but how many pairs of sides are parallel, never going to intersect, and how many angles are congruent, which is just a fancy name for exactly the same. So when we do that, we can think about classifying or naming or calling specific quadrilaterals their most specific name. Okay, so you get to try it here. So draw an example of a parallelogram. Go ahead and pause the video and try it out. Great. So here's mine. Yours might look the same. It might look different. You're going to want to make sure that in your parallelogram, you have two sets of parallel sides. The opposite sides are the same, are congruent, right? And the opposite angles are also congruent. So this parallelogram, in my mind, looks like a rectangle after a windstorm, right? So down here, we're going to be thinking about looking at a shape and then thinking about the characteristics of that shape that we know. The previous video can also help you with this. And then thinking about what is the most specific name for this shape. You also could think about what are all of the names that you could call this shape, but we most specifically want to know what is the one name that is most specific in the least amount of words to be able to call this shape where everyone would know what you're talking about. Well, this shape here, when we look at its different features, we want to look for how many sides are parallel and then how many sides and angles are congruent. So let's look first at how many sides are parallel, right? It's like a game of guess who. So in this game, we have this little triangle here, doop, 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 tells you that these are parallel lines here. I kind of covered them up. Okay, we'll try that again. So these lines here are parallel, has one set of parallel lines. Well, as far as quadrilaterals go, there's only one shape that this could be. There's only one